What? Is this programming? Is this allowed? If you like puzzles and technology, and you want to learn how to program, this is your chance. It's never been this easy. You just need to drag and drop. You just need to put some time and effort and it will come naturally to you. It really is just like playing. You can use Scratch, or Elephant Robotics, or Dobot, or M5 Stack UIflow, Lego Mindstorms, Microsoft makecode. I can keep going. Why are you making up so many excuses? Start now. Just watch this video and start learning how to program. Just do the most basic stuff. Even Hello World, it's fine. Just do it. There's so many fun ways to start. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. Just do it. Welcome to another Robots episode. In this video, we will learn how to program. It is oriented towards kids because it's a very simple tool. You can use it online or download it. In my case, I have already downloaded it and installed it on my computer. But why is it easier to use? Well, basically, it uses block programming, and it's very simple because you can drag and drop. You don't need to know all of the terminology for programming, and it's much easier to read for someone that hasn't programmed before. As you can see on the left, in the traditional way of programming, you cannot see the block. In Scratch, they are color-coded, and also they have different shapes, so it's very easy to differentiate the type of commands. As you can see, here the triggers are yellow, and they're called events. Normally, you will click Run Program, but here we have a green flag to start the program. Or you can use another event like key press, and you can use any key to start your program. Another type of command is motion, which is blue, and it's related to the movement of the image. As you've noticed, if you click on the command, it will do the action. Another type of command is looks, which is purple. Here we can print statements or variables with the command say or think. And also, we can animate the images and change the background. A very important command group is control, which is orange. Well, light orange. And it allows us to control the sequence, making loops or conditional branches. Going back to looks and the animation part, you can see the animation is called costume. In the costumes tab, you can modify as much as you want. If you want to add a background, you just need to click on the bottom right, choose backdrop. Now, if you click on the bottom right stage on top of the button, the costumes tab changes the backdrops. And the same as before, you can modify them or create your own as I'm doing now. Now, to switch, you just need to go to looks and switch backdrop to the one that you want, or use the command next backdrop. Now, this is a very brute way of doing things because we are repeating the same commands. So let's optimize these loops. So to optimize this loop, what we can do is nesting, which is making one loop inside the other. Now I can even use more than just two backgrounds. Since I have three, I'll put in the outer loop, repeat 3 times. Now, let's talk about variables. Scratch uses Python programming language, so you don't need to declare the variables before using them, or even say which type they are. And you can change them anytime you want. As you can see, I just changed the 0 to hot. Now, let's make a conditional statement. So, in control group, we select the if statement. Now, inside the if statement, we will say that if the temperature says it's hot, it will change into the Arctic background. It makes more sense if it's cold, so let me change it to cold. This type of variable is called string, because it's a string of characters. Now this if statement can also cover more ground. Like for example, if the temperature is equal to cold, then change into Arctic. But if it's anything else other than cold, it will change into the beach. So for example, let's use the not statement and invert it. If it's not equal to cold, then it will change into the beach. You can change the variable or the logic statement, the green part. There are more types of variables, but the most common ones that you will be using when you start programming are numbers, strings, and booleans. Here is a quick example adding 2 numbers. In most of the programming languages, the numbers are called integers. In C programming language, for example, there are around 13 types of numbers, but we'll get back to that in the future. Now, let's talk about the booleans. Booleans are like on and off switches. They only have two states, 0 or 1 or true and false. Let's start with the true and false statements. So it's similar to the string because here you cannot do a shortcut. But normally you just put the variable, and if it's true, you just put if variable, then. Here you just need to compare if the variable is equal to false, then do nothing. But if it's true, then say it's true, and then let's make it look backwards. Now let's do the same but with 0 and 1. So to do that, let's make a new animation. So let's import this bulb and now call it light on and light off. Like I said before, booleans are just switches. It just turns it on or off. Now let's create a new variable called light. And this light will be on a state. If it's 0, it will be off. If it's 1, it will be on. As you may know, computers run on ones and zeros. They are just circuits activating and deactivating. This is the main reason why we recommend you to use booleans in logic statements. They are the most simple to verify and process. Try not to use strings in conditional statements. Since we're just starting, it's okay, but let's not get used to it. So let's change cold into a boolean. Now we can sync both of the variables and make light equal to cold. So when cold is set to 0, the light will also be 0, and vice versa. If cold is equal to 1, light is equal to 1. Also, you may have noticed that the event when green flag clicked has to be clicked twice, because we have two images. The logic statements can also be more complicated. We can use the AND statements or the OR statements. The AND statement implies that both of the conditions have to be met, so both of them have to be true. If cold is 1 and light is 1, then it will change to Arctic. If not, it will be the beach. So right now both are 0 and beach Malibu, it appears as a background. Now if we use the OR, since we need to click twice in the flag, even if just the cold variable changes to 1, you can see the background changes to Arctic. Now going back into the if statements are used as switch cases, so you can put as many ifs as you want. Scratch is a very simplified version, but normally you can add an else if in between the if and else, so you can put more conditions in between. In this case, both sequences are the same, just the left one is more explicit. In this case, there is an advantage on the left hand side, because you can add more conditions, like if the temperature is humid, then do something else. However, the variable on the right hand side can only be hot or not hot. So that's mostly it for today. Now I'm just going to show you some programs that I have that use block programming. And these are not just hobby development. For example, this jaka is industrial robotics. It's just like collaborative robots. And there's this tendency of using block programming to make it easier for the end user to program the robots. Here is the user interface of this type of robot. You can see it's a robotic arm, and I'm not kidding, this is just used in industry. And now I will show you another brand, which is Dobot, and both of these are Chinese companies, but I think most of them I understand that collaborative robots are easier to implement, and that's why they want to make it easier to program. Although they also have their downsides. They're a bit slower than industrial robots, well, quite slower, but they can work around people, which is a good advantage in my opinion. Now, another platform that uses this is M5 Stack, which is also similar to an Arduino. It uses the ESP32 microcontroller. So don't wait anymore. Just grab any of these devices. Well, I wouldn't recommend you the industrial robots, but any of the previously recommended devices like the M5 Stack, the Elephant Robotics, the Dobot Magician for educational purposes, the Legos, or even just Scratch is just good enough to start programming. So if you are interested, leave a comment below and tell us what you think, what you want to learn, and we will do another programming tutorial soon probably. So subscribe and see you next time. Don't forget, if you like this video, please hit the like button.